In this lecture, we are going to talk about the continue statement.
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
We have already studied about continue statement in case of for loops, and in as far as while loop is concerned, continue statement works ditto in the same manner. So here I have given the comment: write a program that reads values and sums up only even ones. So user will be giving some inputs, and we will be summing up only those values which are even numbers. So for counter variable, I have declared this variable count with value 0, sum with 0. Then we are making this check while count is less than 5. Okay, then num is equal to input enter any number. So enter any input is the function, as you know, enter any number is the prompt. So what will happen is it will ask for a number. Whatever number user supplies, that will go into the variable num. Now next, we are making to check. We are going to check whether the number is even or odd. So the only way is to use the modulus operator. We will divide our number with 2. And always remember, when we get the values through input function, they are always in the form of a string. So num will be treated as a string variable. But because we want to go for arithmetic calculation, like we want to calculate the modulus, that is the remainder, what we will have to do is we will have to make use of this int function of Python. So int num will convert num into an integer value. So modulus 2 double equal to 1. That means it is if remainder comes out to be 1, that means it is an odd number. We don't want to add odd number. So what we will do is we will increment the value of count by 1, because one number has been exhausted. Then continue. What continue will do is it will prevent the control from coming down to the following statements of the loop and take the control to the beginning of the loop. So sum will not take place. Again, count is less than 5. This condition will be there. Now the value of count is 1. Again, second number will be inputted. That will be checked whether that is, suppose the second number is suppose 20. So this condition would be false, because when we will divide 20 with 2, remainder would be 0. So these two statements which are associated with if, because if condition is not true, these two statements which I have highlighted, they will not be executed. Control will come to this place, and these two statements too are part of the loop. So sum is equal to sum plus int num. So if the value is 20, it's 0 plus 20, and again the value 20 will be assigned to sum. So value of sum will become 20. Then an increment will take place into the counter variable count, and this loop will go on like this. When we find a number to be an odd number, nothing will happen. Continue statement will take the control back to the beginning of the loop, and if it happens to be an even number, control will come to these two statements and sum will take place. And finally, when our control will come out of the loop block, we will print the sum by using this print statement. Control Shift F10. I am going to execute my program. Okay, there seems to be some indentation problem. Let me see. While count is okay. Indentation should be proper. Control Shift F10. Enter any number. Suppose I have given 1. It is an odd number. It should not be summed up. Enter any number 2. It is an even number. It should be put into the variable sum. It should be added. 3 being odd number will not be added. 4 being even number will be added. Then 5. So 6 is the right answer. Why? Because I have given 5 numbers, and these 5 numbers 2 and 4. These were the two numbers who were even numbers. So 2 plus 4, 6. So value of sum is getting printed as 6. So this was about continue statement. And Here itself, what we can do is, in this program itself, I can give you the demonstration for break statement. Suppose we are going to read the numbers in the same manner, but what we want is, if the number happens to be if the number happens to be a an odd number, we just want to break away from the loop. We want to break the loop. So I will use the break statement. So break means it jumps out of the loop block. It will jump out of the loop block. Okay. So again, see, I'm telling you what is going to be there is, if the number is going to be any number during the loop is going to be an odd number, we just want to send the control out of the loop block. Then we don't want to work with the loop. The control will come to this place, right? Whereas in continue statement, the loop is not discontinued, the loop is not terminated, rather the control goes to the beginning of the loop. And let me execute the program. Suppose I have given the number 20. Okay, break has not taken place. 40, break has not taken place. Now I will give the number 1. You can see when you gave the number 1, this condition was true because it was odd number, and after count plus is equal to 1, break statement worked and it took the control. This is your loop block. This is your loop block. I am highlighting this one. So break statement will take the control outside this loop block, where we have got this print statement that will print the sum that has been done, and the sum was 60. Why? Because the first even value was 20, second was 40, and this is how the break statement has worked.